How's it going, guys? My name's Kevil, and welcome back to the Obicraft server. Today, we have a lot planned, and we have a brand new spawn. It is actually Season 2 of Obicraft, so there's a lot of new stuff to do and see. So, let's say you're a brand new player, you spawn in. One of the first things you should do is run over... I think it's here? Yeah, you want to talk to Frida, and she will give you this shulker box right here. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. And then you should also run over to the arcade and you talk to Marty and you will get the Season 1 maps shulker box. So that is 2 free shulker boxes you can get right after spawning in for the first time. And then you should run over, probably come to one of these ender chests, and you can put these away, save them for later. We will take a look at them in a little bit. Anything left behind by random players, I wonder? Okay, so that's the first thing you should do. And then you have a couple options. So there are 2 servers to play on. And this works like Craftadia, where you can travel between the 2 as you want and play on both. But the nice thing is, one of them is normal difficulty, and the other is hard. The hard one will definitely be better for villager trading, but otherwise, it doesn't really change much. Just mobs are more difficult to kill, but the hard one is definitely where I am going to be playing at. I did already pick a home, and we will take a look at that in a little bit. And then also, you have your resource worlds. These reset every, week or so, maybe shorter than that. I don't actually know the time frame, but you can go get all the items you want without destroying the worlds that people will be living on. So I recommend any resource gathering is done here. And one thing of note, we have the end. So let's go ahead and, oh my gosh. Did I really just teleport on an end ship? Oh, it's already been raided by somebody, but wow, what is the luck that I teleported straight onto an end ship? It is a completely random where you spawn at. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a bunch of chorus fruit and some endstone because I do need a lot of that for my build. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Some color palettes that I never really work with. I have never built anything out of endstone or purple block, but I'm going to try to incorporate that into my first build. All right, hopefully this is enough endstone. If I need more, it's super easy to come get more. So we are going to go ahead and head to where I chose to build. We are on the hard server, and this is my little tiny setup so far. I claimed a couple chunks. I'm going to claim more soon, and I do want to build in an ice spikes biome for my first time ever. So I am excited for this, and I'm currently smelting up a lot of chorus fruit. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in those ones, and I might as well put my helmet back on. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2 shulk boxes that we got at the start of the episode. So, it is Obicraft's first birthday. This server has been going on for a year, and we also got some maps that came over from Season 1. There are a lot to look at here, definitely. So, let's do the birthday stuff first. So, March 10th, Mario Day. This came with a few Mario-related things, so we have, a Mario head. I like it. I like it a lot. Mario plushie. Very cute. And then, Luigi and Yoshi. Oh, and a warp pipe. I actually think this is hilarious. That is awesome. And then, as far as the birthday stuff goes, let's take a look at these 2 maps. So we have a very cool butterfly map, and then a happy birthday Obicraft map. You can display this anywhere you want. I actually got an item frame from that end ship, so let's go ahead and put the birthday cake right there. We also have an actual birthday cake, another star, so we can make our first beacon, and then a few other decorative heads. And this is actually something that is very useful. Like, let's say if I wanted this rabbit as a permanent pet, I would use this and it would become an egg in my inventory. And then we have other stuff for it being March, so like pot of gold, leprechaun, stuff for it being March and St. Patrick's Day month, whatever. And then we will take a look at all these maps in a little bit, but we did get a Santa Claus hat, which I think we can wear. Or is this also a block? Do I need to put it in my offhand? Nope. I don't actually know what this is. What does it look like in an item frame? I will have to ask the owner what the Santa hat's used for, because I don't actually understand it. But yeah, a lot of heads and invisible item frames. So these are unique to the server. They are invisible item frames. However, be careful when you place them down, because when you pick them back up, they turn into regular item frames. So make sure they're somewhere where you want them to be permanently when you go ahead and place them down. And I know I had more. Yeah, I have 63 over here. This was from Season 1. Never used them and brought them to Season 2 with me. Okay, so yes, this is the area that I'm going to build in. I need to claim more, and then I will post the cords so that people can come and build near me. But we have a little bit to talk about. I do need to do a bunch of resource gathering, and yeah, I don't have much. I do need to go to the, I need a lot of stone and things like that. So, ooh, these finished. It is time for the sponsored portion of this video, and we have been sponsored by this man right behind, or we have been sponsored by these men right behind me. We are going to quickly talk about a few things that make this server actually pretty dang good. So for starters, we have the end resource world along with the other ones, so you can actually get elytras and everything in game. Also, there is a hard version of the world, and this is where you can do all your villager tradings, and everything is nice and easy. So let's first talk about the vote crate. So if you left click, you can see what you can win. Pretty good selection, and honestly worth doing the votes for in my opinion. Next, let's talk about the paid crate, which is the Supernova crate. You can pay real money to get this if you really want it. However, you can get them for free just by grinding in game. We'll look at that in a second. The last paid crate over here is the birthday crate. This is where I got most of my stuff. I did pay a little bit of money towards the server, kind of giving back for them sponsoring me today on this video. What we really care about is the fact that we can get these items for free. And the way we can look at that, if you do /warp, what is it? Obby recipes right there. Hit enter, and you are shown the recipes that you can earn in game. So if you want a 35% speed boost, you just need to do this craft, which is kind of difficult, but it's really not that tricky. The hardest part is killing the wither, and you hold that in your offhand and boom, you move faster. Next, same thing, a little bit easier craft, and this gives you knockback resistance if you hold that in your left hand. And then if you earn an elytra or you get some unenchanted netherite armor, you can make the Spider-Man elytra, which is a pretty cool skin that was made by the Red Dino. And yeah, it gives you the ability to fly. There is no having to pay real life money to fly like in other servers we've played on. Very nice. You can also make this keyboard. Very, very easy craft. Place that down, looks very nice. And you do that with invisible item frames and it looks just like this. Make a cool desk. There will be more crafts in the future, but this is what they have so far. Here's the one we really care about, the Supernova crate access key. So you have to kill a wither, and you have to farm quite a bit of netherite, but it gives you free access. And do this in the resource world, please. It resets weekly. Once you craft that, you bring it here to Commander Dan, or Commander Data, and he gives you the actual key that works and you can use to get these items. Also, quick note, I just got informed by Lister that you can enchant this elytra after. It's just a really cool skin for it and achievable just by getting some netherite armor. So to wrap up the ad, you can earn all of these items in my hotbar for free just by playing the game, and they have some pretty cool skins. I especially like the shovel and the axe. I think the axe looks really cool, and then the saber is absolutely mean. This isn't mine, but I will be grinding for one for sure. And I also really like the bow. Looks super cool. So thank you very much for Listerworks and the Obicraft server for sponsoring today's episode. Okay, guys, so here is the progress I have so far. I know this looks like an absolute silly mess, but my rule is that I have to include endstone and purpur blocks because, you know, I'm celebrating the fact that the end is available in Obicraft. So yeah, it definitely looks weird right now, but I think I can tie it all together. I figured out what block I want to use on the walls, and it's definitely something I've never really used for building before. So yeah, but I'm going to do spruce logs here, and I'm going to strip them, and I'm going to do that in every corner. But the walls themselves are definitely going to be something different, something I don't usually build with. And then the actual walls are, let's see, I need to make slabs. So, okay, I need to clear this inventory. I went and chopped down a bunch of trees off camera, and my inventory is a mess. And now the idea is that if I do this, I can place the barrels so that the circle is facing towards me, you know, the top of the barrel. And then when I remove these spruce blocks, you actually get a pretty cool looking bottom of the barrel, which works as siding. And it looks just like spruce planks, except it's got a little bit different to it. So then I can, you know, maybe remove those three and fill them with regular spruce blocks. And it doesn't look as good on the inside, but that's fine because on the outside, it just kind of adds something more to it. And it kind of looks wrong, but I kind of like it. So I'm going for a weird build here. But I think all in all, that takes care of my storage situation. I can place blocks in here, and it gives me a kind of unique, uncommon outside to the build. You know, kind of something like that. My sturdy foundation here on the cliff face. Bring this one down, just like that. And yeah, that is basically what I'm going to continue all the way around. We're going to have a purpur roof. My idea was to have an endstone chimney, and I thought I'd try out the polished granite as the backdrop. I just don't know if it's doing it for me. I might swap it to where the entire thing's endstone, but then I think it's just going to be too plain. Maybe I could do regular endstone in here instead of it all being the brick, but we'll see. I might save that for you guys letting me know in the comments. All right, guys, it is progress update time, and I'm absolutely loving the way this is turning out. I think it's very functional and looks good in here. Obviously, the fireplace is still a little bit of an eyesore, but we're going to work on that. So we have this little storage area over here. I went with some bone blocks and some blue carpet. I don't know why. I just very much like that noise. Okay, so I took a break from the build. I moved all of my storage over actually into the build. And then I decided I wanted to figure out my final claims. So if I go to /claims, I think, yep. I only have 8 left, so I used 67? Yeah, 67 claims. So I basically unclaimed some of this area because I had claimed up into these mountains. And I unclaimed some of what I had over there because I basically just did a big square because I've never walked this far this way because there's actually a really nice natural divot over here. Let me turn off chunk borders. Yeah, there's just a nice little natural hole in the ground right here. So I decided to claim this, and I'm going to try to do something pretty cool with it. It also connects to a cave system, I think. Or no, it's just a natural scar in the land. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure there are some pretty big caves down here. I haven't actually dug down yet. So that is what I'm thinking, is I'm going to build my main base in this area. A lot of it's going to be underground. I'm going to have a lot of underground farms, so I can try to make as much money on this server as possible. As for right now, though, it is time to... What is that? Oh, that's where I put a bell. I guess the bell doesn't render from this far away. It's just a stick. That's very interesting. But without further ado, it is time to finish this build. So let's get into it. And ta-da! The starter base is done. It is definitely not the best thing I've ever built, but I like it. It's got some character. I cannot decide if I'm going to take down this iceberg that's kind of in the way of my view out the front, but I don't know. So I do like it. We got plenty of storage with the barrels. We got some shulker boxes in their spots for now. And more storage basically everywhere you look. We got our ender chest, our bed, stone cutter, crafting table. What more could you need? And then upstairs, this is one that I just, literally just finished. I haven't even lit it up here yet, which I should probably do. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna put up there. It's definitely a very small space, but I will probably figure out something that can go in there. So next I want to talk about a giveaway that I want to do on the channel in celebration of returning to Obicraft. So first place, you will be getting the Silk Touch pickaxe that I have been running. Very, very nice. And you can open a key for free. Second place, you'll get the sword and a key, and then third place is a chest place and a key. So definitely links in the description for that giveaway. Definitely come and do it. And also, if you want to come play with me on this server and build near me, this is where I will be building. I already claimed it all. I'm super excited to build in this area. If we take a look at my coordinates, we are on Andromeda, and you want to come to 1000x 86, well, y doesn't really matter, 1000x negative 2000 on the y, and you will probably find my build and be able to claim the area around me. It would be very nice to have some of you guys building near me, so there's stuff I can check out while I'm doing my thing. But time to close my doors, time to go to sleep. It's not nighttime out yet, but thank you everybody for watching, and see you in the next one. Also, thank you for Obicraft for sponsoring today's episode.